Hello and welcome. Let's embark on a fascinating journey into the world of needs versus wants, and how understanding this fundamental difference can truly empower you to make smarter spending choices. Get ready to discover how to navigate the sea of consumerism and steer your financial ship towards calmer, more prosperous waters. Imagine this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, and a sleek new gadget flashes across your screen. It promises to revolutionize your morning routine, streamline your work, and even make you look 10 years younger. Okay, maybe that last part is a slight exaggeration, but you get the idea. A powerful urge washes over you. You need this. It feels essential, like the missing piece to your life's puzzle. But hold on a moment. Is it truly a need, or is it something else entirely? This is the crucial question we'll be unraveling today. Because in a world constantly bombarding us with messages telling us what we should desire, the ability to distinguish between genuine needs and fleeting wants is not just a financial skill. It's a superpower. It's the key to unlocking greater financial freedom, reducing stress, and ultimately, living a more intentional and fulfilling life. Think about the last impulse purchase you made. That irresistible sale, that trendy item everyone seemed to have. Did it truly enhance your life in a lasting way? Or did it end up gathering dust in a corner, a silent testament to the seductive power of a want masquerading as a need? This lesson will equip you with the tools and insights to cut through the noise, identify your true priorities, and make spending choices that align with your values and long-term goals. We'll explore real-life stories, practical examples, and actionable strategies to help you become a savvy navigator of your financial landscape. So, buckle up, and let's dive into the fascinating world of needs versus wants. Before we delve deeper, let's establish a clear understanding of what we mean by needs and wants. While the line can sometimes blur, the core distinction lies in their necessity for survival, well-being, and basic functioning. Needs are the goods and services that are essential for your physical survival, health, safety, and basic quality of life. They are the fundamental requirements that allow you to live and function in society. Think of them as the non-negotiables. They are essential for survival. Without them, your health, safety, or ability to function would be significantly compromised. They enable you to carry out daily activities and fulfill your fundamental responsibilities. They often help prevent negative consequences, such as illness or insecurity. And there are usually few or no acceptable substitutes for genuine needs. Examples of needs: food, water, shelter, clothing, healthcare, transportation, and education. On the other hand, wants are the goods and services that are not essential for survival or basic functioning, but are desired for pleasure, comfort, status, or enjoyment. They enhance our lives but are not strictly necessary. Characteristics of wants are that you can live and function without them. Their absence would not fundamentally compromise your survival or basic well-being. They add comfort, pleasure, or status to your life. Whether or not you acquire them is largely a matter of choice. There are often numerous alternatives or substitutes that can fulfill a similar desire. Examples of wants are designer clothing, luxury car, expensive vacations, latest gadgets, gourmet meals, large house with unnecessary amenities, and frequent entertainment. The blurry lines and contextual considerations. It's important to acknowledge that the distinction between needs and wants isn't always black and white. Context plays a significant role, and what might be a need for one person could be a want for another. The power of prioritization. Why understanding the difference matters. Understanding the difference between needs and wants is not about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and financial goals, rather than being swept away by impulsive desires and external pressures. Some financial benefits are saving money. By consciously differentiating between needs and wants, you can identify areas where you can cut back on non-essential spending and save more money. Reducing debt. Overspending on wants is a significant contributor to debt. By prioritizing needs, you can avoid accumulating unnecessary debt and work towards financial freedom. Achieving financial goals. Whether it's saving for a down payment on a house, investing for retirement, or funding your children's education, understanding your needs and wants allows you to allocate your resources effectively towards your long-term goals. Building financial security. Focusing on needs ensures that your basic requirements are met, providing a foundation of financial security and reducing vulnerability to unexpected financial shocks. Emotional and psychological benefits. Reduce stress. Financial stress is a major source of anxiety. By gaining control over your spending and reducing unnecessary expenses, you can alleviate financial worries and improve your overall well-being. Increased contentment. Ironically, constantly chasing after wants often leads to a cycle of dissatisfaction. By focusing on your genuine needs and appreciating what you have, you can cultivate greater contentment and gratitude. More intentional living. Understanding your needs and wants encourages you to be more mindful about your consumption habits and make conscious choices that align with your values and priorities. Greater freedom. By reducing your reliance on material possessions and external validation, you gain a greater sense of freedom and control over your life. Let's now get into practical strategies for discerning needs from wants now. Let's equip you with some practical strategies to help you clearly distinguish between your needs and wants. 1. The 1-year rule. Before making a non-essential purchase, ask yourself, will I still be using or valuing this item a year from now? If the answer is likely no, it's probably a want driven by a fleeting trend or impulse. The basic functionality test. Consider the core purpose of the item. Does your current possession fulfill that basic function adequately? If so, the upgrade or additional feature is likely a want. For example, your current phone makes calls, sends texts, and accesses the internet. The latest model with a better camera might be a want. The opportunity cost analysis. Think about what else you could do with the money you're about to spend on a want. Could it be put towards a financial goal, like saving for retirement or paying down debt? Visualizing the alternative uses of your money can help you prioritize needs over wants. The sleep on it approach. Avoid impulsive purchases, especially for larger items. Give yourself a cooling off period, at least 24-48 hours, before buying something you're unsure about. Often, the urgency to buy will fade, and you'll realize it's not a true need. The peer pressure check. Be mindful of social influences on your spending. Are you buying something because you genuinely want it, or because you feel pressured by friends, colleagues, or social media trends? Focus on your own values and priorities, not external validation. The budget allocation exercise. Create a budget that clearly categorizes your spending into needs and wants. Track your expenses to see where your money is actually going. This exercise can reveal areas where you're overspending on wants and can make adjustments. The value assessment. Consider the long-term value and impact of the purchase. Will it genuinely improve your life in a significant and lasting way? Or will it provide only temporary gratification? Needs tend to offer more lasting value. The question. The marketing. Be a critical consumer of marketing messages. Advertisements are designed to create desire and convince you that you need things you often don't. Ask yourself, who is trying to sell me this, and what is their motivation? 9. The seek external perspective. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or financial advisor about your potential purchases, especially larger ones. An objective viewpoint can help you identify whether you're truly fulfilling a need or indulging a want. The gratitude practice. Cultivate gratitude for what you already have. Focusing on the abundance in your life can reduce the urge to constantly acquire more and help you appreciate the difference between genuine needs and superficial desires. Integrating needs and wants into your financial plan. The pitfalls of confusing wants with needs. Let's look at some real-life scenarios where the lines between needs and wants become blurred, often leading to financial challenges. They must have car. Sarah had a reliable, fuel-efficient car that got her to work and handled her basic transportation needs. However, she started feeling envious of her colleagues who drove sleek, new SUVs with all the latest features. She convinced herself that she needed a new car for safety and professional image. Even though her current car was perfectly functional, she took out a large loan, resulting in significant monthly payments that strained her budget and delayed her other financial goals, like saving for a down payment on a house. In reality, the new car was a want disguised as a need, driven by social comparison and a desire for status. The essential wardrobe upgrade. Mark recently got a promotion and felt the pressure to update his wardrobe to project a more executive image. He started buying expensive suits, designer shoes, and high-end accessories, justifying these purchases as necessary for his career advancement. While having professional attire is a need, Mark's excessive spending on luxury brands went beyond what was truly required. He accumulated credit card debt and realized that his performance at work, not his expensive wardrobe, was the primary driver of his success. His need for a professional image morphed into a want for status and external validation. The indispensable tech gadget. Emily is a student who already owned a perfectly functional laptop for her studies. However, when a new tablet with a slightly larger screen and a few extra features was released, She convinced herself that it was essential for her note-taking and research. She spent a significant portion of her limited budget on the tablet, only to find that she rarely used it, and her laptop was perfectly adequate for her academic needs. The tablet was a want fueled by marketing and the allure of the latest technology. The well-deserved daily latte. David works a demanding job and feels he needs a daily expensive latte from his favorite coffee shop to cope with the stress. While a small treat might be acceptable, David's daily habit added up to a significant expense over time, impacting his ability to save for his long-term goals. He rationalized it as a necessary self-care ritual, but it was ultimately a want that could be replaced with a more affordable alternative, like making coffee at home. These stories highlight how easily wants can be rationalized as needs, often driven by emotions, social pressures, and marketing tactics. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards making more conscious spending choices. Understanding needs and wants is not just a theoretical exercise. It should be an integral part of your financial planning. Here's how you can incorporate this understanding into your financial decisions. 1. Create a budget based on priorities. Start by allocating funds to cover your essential needs: housing, food, transportation, healthcare, etc. Then, with the remaining money, allocate funds for your wants based on your priorities and financial goals. Set clear financial goals. Having specific financial goals, such as saving for retirement, buying a house, or paying off debt, can provide a framework for evaluating spending decisions. Ask yourself, will this purchase help me achieve my goals, or will it set me back? 3. Practice conscious spending. Before making any purchase, take a moment to consider whether it's a need or a want, and whether it aligns with your budget and financial goals. Avoid mindless spending and cultivate intentionality. Regularly review your spending habits. Periodically review your budget and spending patterns to identify areas where you might be overspending on wants or where your priorities have shifted. Make adjustments as needed. Automate savings. Once you've identified areas where you can cut back on wants, automate those savings towards your financial goals. This pay yourself first approach ensures that you're consistently making progress. Embrace delayed gratification. Resist the urge for instant gratification and practice delayed gratification. Saving up for a desired want can make the eventual purchase more meaningful and prevent you from going into debt. Find fulfilling alternatives to spending. Many enjoyable and enriching experiences don't require significant spending. Explore free or low-cost activities like spending time in nature, reading, pursuing hobbies, or connecting with loved ones. Educate yourself continuously. Stay informed about personal finance principles and strategies. The more you understand about managing your money, the better equipped you'll be to make smart spending choices. The path to financial well-being. A journey of ultimately mastering the art of distinguishing between needs and wants is a journey of self-awareness and conscious decision-making. It's about understanding your values, prioritizing your goals, and resisting the constant barrage of consumerism that often blurs the lines. By focusing on your genuine needs, you build a solid foundation for financial security and well-being. By being mindful of your wants, you can make intentional choices about how you spend your discretionary income, ensuring that it brings you true joy and aligns with your long-term aspirations. This isn't about living a life of deprivation or denying yourself all pleasures. It's about finding a healthy balance where your spending supports your well-being and your future rather than hindering it. It's about being in control of your finances rather than letting your finances control you. Now that you've gained a deeper understanding of the crucial difference between needs and wants, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Here are a few steps you can take today to start making smarter spending choices and embark on your journey towards greater financial empowerment. 1. Reflect on your recent spending. Take a few moments to review your spending over the past month. Can you identify purchases that were true needs versus those that were wants? Be honest with yourself. Create a simple needs versus wants list. Make a list of the things you regularly spend money on. Categorize each item as either a need or a want. Identify one want you can reduce or eliminate. Look at your wants list and identify one item where you can realistically cut back or eliminate spending. Set one financial goal. Define a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart financial goal, such as saving a certain amount. If you found this journey insightful and empowering, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more empowering financial insights, and share this valuable knowledge with your friends and family. Let's navigate the path to financial well-being together.